Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and enjoy the content, please like and subscribe and help support the channel. In today's video, we're going to be fitting an aftermarket steering wheel to my car. My car is a Punto HGT, so I bought the MOMO Boss kit for that car. It comes with all the parts you need to fit it, so you don't get an airbag light, and so the fitting process is fairly straightforward. In the video, we're going to go through what's in the kit, the tools we need, and the steps. Okay, so laid out in front of you, you can see we have a set of Allen keys. We're going to need those to remove the airbag on the car, and we're going to also need them to fit the steering wheel to the Boss. We're going to need some sockets. I think it's 20 or a 22 to remove the steering wheel bolt itself. We'll know when we go out to the car. A pick is very handy as well, just for getting the airbag loom off the back of the airbag. It can be a little bit fiddly. You're going to need a 10 or a 12 spanner. It's a 10 on my car to disconnect the battery. Probably the most important step of any, because the last thing you want to do is messing around with an airbag if the battery is still connected. And these are the other parts we have. We have the MOMO Boss. So this one's specifically for my car. You can see there, it's marked. It'll tell you where the top is. It's marked MOMO, and it comes with the cover there for it. This part here is the adapter for the horn, so this clips onto the car, this bit clips onto the back of the horn. On the back of the horn you can see, I don't know if it'll pop up there, the connector there on the left is marked with a ground signal, so that's where your black lead goes and your red lead will go on the other connector there. And this piece as well is the airbag isolator, so that'll get plugged into your airbag. I'll show you where it goes in the car. Now the wheel itself is not a MOMO wheel. I do have a MOMO wheel. I have a MOMO Multi Carlo, but for now I'm going to put on this Motamec Alcantara wheel. The wheel on the car is 370mm. This one's a 350, so I'll bring it down a little bit in size, but very good wheel, made in Wales in the UK. They're FIA approved, very good quality. I've had this on the car for a little bit. I haven't driven much with it. It got scuffed in the boot when I had it stored, but it's actually okay. A little bit of a rub and a clean will do that. So now you can see what's actually in the kit and what we need. Oh, sorry, I skipped the part. This bit is for the horn to go in, so that'll go in there and that'll sit in there. So let's go out to the car and let's get all these bits put on. Okay, now here we are out at the car. What you're going to do now is the negative battery terminal. You're going to loosen that up. You're going to take that off the battery, because one of the most important steps here, make sure it's well out of the way. That means the airbag has a really less chance of zero chance of going off in your face, which you don't want. Okay, so now we're back in the car, and what you're going to want to do is take, for this car, it's a number 5 Allen key. There's a bolt located here, corresponding one on the other side, and there's one underneath. Now I've already loosened this. I'm going to do it in there, and then you turn towards the driver's side of the car. The bolts won't come out of the wheel. The bolts will stay in the wheel. So you undo the three of them, and you can see there the airbag is loose. So you gently take the airbag out, don't lock this around too much. And at the back of it there, you can see the loom plugged into the airbag. I'm going to take our pick, a small little green tab. I'm just going to lift that out of the way, and then I'm going to lift the loom away and let your airbag away. That's one side. Now, next thing I'm going to do is, there's a small little loom here on the side. This is for the horn, and I'm going to use the pick on this as well. A small little catch, just a little connector. Push that in and relieve that. And in the MOMO kit, I already showed you, this here will plug straight into this, and then that's your horn done. And that's how it plugs into the back of the horn, just like that. So next is we're going to remove this bolt. So what you want to do, this is notched. You can see here where my nail is. There's a small little notch showing you where the top is. So get the steering wheel as straight as you can on the shaft. It's notched, and I'm pretty sure it's 20 or 22. I'm going to go to 22 first. Is it 22? No, I'm wrong on that. It's bigger. It's 24. So 24. Now, sorry for the confusion, it was a 24. There's a small little shroud on the bolt, and one of the corners of it was actually just out. So we've got a 24 on, and now we're just going to gently take it off. It should not be on too hard. There we go. I think that's wore off. It is. Get the rest off my hand, and there's a bolt with that little shroud. Let's that off. I'll put that to the side. Make sure the wheel is straight, and then I'm just going to pop it off. Careful with the connectors and wiring. Just shove it through the top hole there, and it's the end of your standard Fiat steering wheel. We'll put that down there. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to take our MOMO wheel, our MOMO boss, sorry, and we're going to line that up as straight as we can. There's your top. Now the little notch down there on the shaft, try and line that up with the top hole here. That'll give you as top as you can. And then what you want to do is run your wiring in the hole here in the top. That'll bring it through there. So put the larger one through. The larger one through the airbag. So you get that in. And pull it through. And then we're going to get our horn through as well. And then line up as best as you can. Little wiggle, don't try and force it, it will just slide on, so don't try and force any of this. You don't want to damage any threads or any teeth on the shaft itself, so be very gentle with this. It will all just slide on. And then we're going to take our nut again, and with no tool on, you're going to try and just get it on by hand. Do not thread this. Very important you don't cross thread this, sorry. Do not cross thread it. If you cross thread it, you're in all sorts of trouble. Sometimes you can and can't get it in. I'm going to try and get this in by hand. I've just got a couple of turns on it before I get a tool on it. Just get it by hand. It should spin on easy enough, and here we go. First couple of turns, nice and easy, on level, happy days. And just turn it by hand. Be very, very careful. Don't cross thread this or you're in a bit of trouble. You can see it's turning on nice and easy. Hold the boss in place. You can tighten it again when you have the steering wheel on, because you'll have something to actually hold on to. There you go. Now, the boss isn't tight, but that doesn't matter. Next on the list is the shroud. Goes over the boss itself, make it look tidy. And then what we're going to do next is our airbag isolator. It's this small one. 2 holes here, 1 pin in there, another pin in there. Make sure that's seated home all the way, and then shove that back in out of the way. And this one here is for the horn. So what we're going to do there is, it's plugged in. I don't know why I plugged it back in, but the horn, click straight in, and that's that. Then you're going to run your horn cables through here, because that's where it comes out. We're starting at the one side out of the way. It doesn't have to be anywhere. Oh, don't drop that, Joe. And then we have our wheel. So it goes horn cable through here, line up holes there, and then run it all through the wheel. And just put 2 screws in it, just so it doesn't go anywhere. Again, these screws are very delicate, don't cross thread them. This bolt just tighten up there, nothing too hard. There you go, that's that. We're going to tighten up the centre bolt on the wheel and seat that home all the way. So, we need to get that out of the way. This can be a little tricky because there's a lot of stuff rammed in there. Whatever way you work to get this done, wherever works for you, do it. There we go. sweating. Now, with all your wiring tucked in there, your centre bolt done, your 6 bolts done around the wheel, the last step is just putting the horn on. So like I said, the black wire, which is the ground wire, on there, and the red wire onto the larger of the 2 connectors. I'm going to tuck our wire in here out of the way delicately, make sure we don't break anything, and then we're going to seat our MOMO horn, and then just by the edges, just get it nice and straight, and then set it home. Now, and that's that. Now, in order to test your horn, you're going to have to reconnect the battery, so I'm going to go and do that now. Okay, so the battery's connected, we're back in the car now, we're about to give it a start. Now, car started up, airbag light, do you go out? You do go out, bye bye. Now, horn works, happy days, and there you go, it's as easy as that. A couple of minutes, a few tools. Key thing is to take your time here, you don't want to miss any steps. You have to be careful because you're handling the airbags as well. But the key to all this is the MOMO boss kit, because it comes with your adapter for your horn, your airbag isolator, and when you have this kit fitted, you can pretty much put any airbag or any steering wheel you like on it. It's a really good quality, this Motamec one. I really like it. It's the second one I've had. It's alcantara, I think it's a 350mm wheel, I said before. It's really good. But like that, once you've got the boss kit on, you can put Sparko, you can put MOMO, you can put OMP, Nardi, any wheel you like will go on once you have that boss kit on. And they're both FIA approved, so they're built to the highest standards. These ones are made in the UK, the MOMO ones are made in Italy. Really good. But if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to hit me up in the comments. If you like what you see, please like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more. I'll see you in the next video. Best wishes.